Alleged TikTok cult member Miranda Derrick is not happy with what's been said about her online following the Netflix documentary called Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult. I recently covered this documentary as it has brought to light the allegations against a man named Robert Shin, who is the leader of the Shekinah Church, as well as the founder of 7M Films, which is an influencer management company. In the Netflix docuseries, families of current members of 7M and Shekinah spoke out about how they had been cut off after their family member joined. Former members gave insight to their experience both in 7M and the church, and it was revealed that Robert Shin has a series of allegations made against him. Miranda's family was included in the documentary as they claim she had fallen victim to this alleged cult that Robert Shin had created in both his management company and his church. In the documentary, they talked about how Robert had been accused of SA, coercion, financial exploitation, and creating a cult-like environment within the church and the management company. He's been accused of isolating members from their families, employing brainwashing techniques, and demanding significant financial contributions from his followers. Miranda's family had talked about how they were never really religious, but when she started dating her now husband James, he had gotten involved in this group, and thus so did she, and have expressed publicly how much they want her out of this world, and to snap out of the brainwashing they believe has been done to her to get her to stay as a member of 7M and Shekinah. They said that she hasn't been the same since joining, and her sister Melanie admitted it feels like she's died because she's just not the same person at all. She had cut her family off, according to them, for some time, but more recently has been reconnecting with them again. They and former members of Shekinah and 7M believe this was to quiet down the cult rumors that Robert Shin told members to start meeting with their families again, though Miranda's family said that she's warned them not to bring up anything regarding Shekinah or 7M or Robert Shin when they are with her, otherwise she will not talk to them anymore. And so whenever they've hung out with her, this is just not a topic that they are discussing, mostly because they just want to see her, they want to hang out with her, they want to just kind of pretend that everything is normal for a couple of hours, and that's it. Miranda has denied being in a cult though, coming out to respond to the documentary in a previous Instagram story where she felt that her and her family were not seeing eye to eye and that she was not a victim of anything that they were claiming. People online who saw her statement felt like she didn't even watch the documentary, even though she said that she had, but given her response to the whole thing, people find it shocking that she could hear what's been said about the person managing her and running the church that she goes to and think that that is someone that she should be allowing into her life, or someone that she should be following, someone that she should be looking up to, or having handle any part of her life. Though others defended that Robert might just be that convincing and has created some sort of story to get some of his church followers and clients to stay alongside him. But because it seems Miranda has decided to continue being part of this world, she's received a lot of backlash, and she's come out to talk about the fact that she does not feel safe. This week, she had mentioned that she'd received messages like telling her to end her life, or telling her that they are going to come and get her and end her life for her, or kidnap her, and it has led her to making this statement once again about this whole documentary and how she just cannot believe that her parents spoke out, kind of blaming them for everything that she has been hearing from the public recently.
And I don't understand how my parents and my sister thought that this documentary would help me or would help our relationship in any way. I don't understand that. And I have been getting together with my family for the past couple years privately to work on our relationship, to make things right, to mend what has been broken. And I've been loving it. I've been loving getting together, laughing, just enjoying each other's company. And this documentary has made it very difficult to continue doing that. And honestly, I think that my parents and my sister have focused so much on this documentary that they've forgotten about working on any relationship with me. And that hurts. That hurts me to say. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it has been hard to post and do my content like nothing ever happened, because that's just not the case. So if things are a little slower and I'm not posting as much, just bear with me. I'm getting through this. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm gonna get back to posting and dancing and doing what I just absolutely love.
Miranda is clearly looking at this documentary and her family's involvement in this as a huge negative, just not seeing why they wanted to do this when obviously they wanted to do this to wake her up and have her just snap out of it and no longer look up to Robert Shin and see all of these evils that have come out about this man. But that is just obviously not the way that she is viewing it, which her sister Melanie has spoken out to the press saying that she has not personally spoken to her sister since the documentary's released, but she definitely had a lot of thoughts about everything that her sister had been saying publicly. She said in a statement to People, "I have reached out just saying I'm here whenever you're ready to talk, and I honestly was not expecting a response." She says, "We're both going through a lot. Emotions are very heightened, so I know she'll come around when she's ready, but as of right now, I've not heard from her." In regards to Miranda saying that she's received threats since the documentary has been released, People published a statement from her family that said, "Wilkins tells People her family never wanted any sort of violence to come her way. I'm very sorry that she has experienced that because our only intent was to save her from an unsafe environment and to give her love and know that we're here to support her," she explains. People had also noted that Melanie does not believe Miranda even watched the documentary, as they wrote, "Derek's sister also believes the social media star's statement makes it very clear that she did not watch the documentary. If she did, she would know that it's so much bigger than just our family situation and it goes deeper. 25 plus years of Robert controlling these people," she tells People. She talked about this even further in an interview with Access Hollywood prior to Miranda's most recent statement.
"I would want her to watch the documentary because from the statement that, she put out, it is very obvious that she did not. And so I would want her to watch because it is so much deeper than just our family. And just educate yourself and know that we absolutely love you with all of our heart."
Melanie has also talked more about her family's decision to do the documentary in the first place and if Miranda was asked to do it, which she said yes, but she declined doing it.
"My parents asked her and her and James both did decline. And that was another main reason why we decided to do the documentary, as well as we wanted to make sure that we were a voice for Miranda and she wasn't spun as, a crazy, naive girl. Like, no, she is a victim. They are all victims. And we wanted to make sure that was very clear.
Miranda clearly believes in this moment that her family has caused her more harm by speaking out about 7M and Shekinah and just really can't wrap her mind around why they have put her in this place to receive criticism or backlash. Though in reality, it seems they just hope that this documentary would wake her up to the reality of who they believe Robert Shin to be, and that by hearing others come forward with their experiences, she would see the evil that is present in this group that she's associating herself with. But it seems as though their efforts have just not been accepted by Miranda, which is extremely unfortunate. And it's sad that not even the stories from those who were in 7M and Shekinah with her at the same time, people that were friends with her, that have gone through life experiences with her, those people that have shared their stories about why they left, didn't wake her up. Although, like her sister is saying, maybe she just really didn't watch the documentary, so she wasn't able to see that their stories were shared as well. And I'm sure it's even more difficult for her because she is in 7M and Shekinah along with her husband. And if the two of them are encouraging each other and the two of them are believing in this together, any doubts could probably be easily reassured by the other partner. And then the cycle continues. Maybe that's why she is still believing the things that she is and looking at her family as if they are the ones that are evil for speaking out so negatively about this group that she is so passionate about. Hopefully one day this all changes and she can reconnect with her family for real, because these interactions that they have been having are just they are not real in the slightest. The way they can't talk about anything going on in her life and that they're tiptoeing, just trying to please her so that they can at least just see her in person and know that she's physically well. It just really puts a band-aid over the situation and obviously doesn't get anything done by them just kind of seeing her in that way and not talking about anything. But it's interesting that in her mind, when she spoke out this week, she was talking about how she felt like she was repairing her relationship with her family, that things were mending, things were getting fixed, but in their eyes, it wasn't fixed. She was still not the Miranda that they know and love. So hopefully she can come back to them one day and they can actually actually have real conversations about everything, and she kind of realizes what has been going on and why her family spoke out and that they really didn't mean any harm. But I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.